YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video, all right? So we're back with the weekly rotation video, favorite video to do each and every week, all right? So we're gonna cover every fragrance that I wore during the week of October the 15th. So we have more than 7, we have 9, all right? So I had 2 days throughout the week where I wore multiple fragrances, all right? So that's a rarity, all right? But it's reality for this week's video, all right? So before we get started, Smell Good family, hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic, positive energy and positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock here on this channel. Positive vibes only. I do not put up with negativity. I can take constructive criticism, I'm cool with that. But negativity of any sorts, we don't do that here on this channel, and you will be see ya. All right, so 9,000 subscribers. The giveaway is now live, man. 9K. We are on the way to 10,000 subscribers. That's crazy. All right, so the giveaway, it will be in the cards after this video is over. Enter the giveaway, watch the video, follow the instructions, and get a chance to win the 9,000 subscriber giveaway. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Up first, on Sunday, we debuted this fragrance. I debuted this fragrance, and I love this stuff from the house of Bion. All right, we have Bion EDP Eclat EDP. What a great surprise. This is my first Bion, and shout out to my friends over at So Avant-Garde. They sent this over my way. This is a beautiful fragrance, man. Has a touch of elegance to it. There's sandalwood. There's a very prominent rose note here. Get a nice citrus up top. Kind of comes off kind of like a sweet grapefruity, semi-sweet. I ain't gonna say tart, but semi-sweet grapefruit citrus in here. Like I said, the sandalwood gives it that creaminess. The rose really pops off my skin. There's a vetiver touch in here as well. Just gives off a classy vibe, and I enjoyed this wearing this to work on Sunday. Had to work the past weekend. Performance is pretty average. I got around that 6 to 7 hour mark, but I enjoyed every second that I was able to smell this coming off my skin and my clothing. On Sunday, from the house of Bion, we have Eclat the EDP. Head over to So Avant-Garde, man, to grab you a sample of this. Use my code DEDRICK20. Information is in the description, okay? Up next, on Monday. Monday was an off day, and we were experiencing some cooler fall temperatures, so I definitely took full advantage of that. We will hover around the mid-50s, high 50s, and this is my fragrance of the day, and it's so sad that this one is being discontinued. From the house of Azzaro, we have Wanted by Night. Wanted by Night EDP. Man, this is the big boy bottle. This is the 5-ounce bottle, and I love this stuff, man. If you have a chance to grab this, if you're into that fruity style of fragrance, man, you get a lot of fruits here. You get some spice. You do get this tobacco-y leaf. Well, yeah, tobacco-y. Not a honey tobacco, but like a tobacco-y element to this fragrance, man. I really enjoy just what it has to offer throughout the day. So it was my first time wearing it since the last fall and winter, and then this is a good one. So if you can get your hands on this, if you're a fan of the Wanted line from Azzaro and you haven't checked this one out, I would suggest you do so. Sample it if you can, but by the time you sample and experience it, it might be gone. I don't know for a fact, but they're saying it's discontinued. On Monday, from the house of Azzaro, we have Wanted by Night, the EDP. Big fan of this stuff, as you can see by the bottle size, all right? Up next, on Monday, we return to the office, still dealing with those cooler temperatures. I go to work very early in the morning, so I'm able to experience the true low of the days when it comes to the weather. And I was very happy to wear this for the first time. From the house of Niche Ane, we wore Poy Lefo. First full wearing of Poy Lefo. I've been testing it on my skin for weeks now, and this stuff is awesome. You get this spicy, slightly animalic, this balsamic type of feel to this fragrance. It's very nice. It's a mature style of fragrance. This is not for everybody at all. I love what the spices do in here, the balsamic feel. I love what it does. Woodsy, just a lot of different masculine, gentleman type things going on with this fragrance. So if you're into that style of DNA like that, it's really based around a masculine vibe. Look into Poy Lefo, man. I'm not saying that it's women can't wear this. I'm not saying that at all. But I get that gentleman masculine vibe from this fragrance, man. I love the House of Nichane, and they did well with this one. From the House of Nichane, we went with Poy Lefo. Poy Lefo, just great stuff on Tuesday, returning to the office. All right, on Wednesday, quite possibly the best designer release of the year. This is one of my favorites for sure, and this stuff is awesome. From the House of Viktor and Rolf, we have Spice Bomb EDP. Spice Bomb EDP. I am a fan of the EDT, which at first I wasn't. Truthfully, I was not a fan at first, but after a while of wearing it and experiencing and maybe getting for a bottle for the EDT for around, I think it was like $40, experiencing the EDP, it just took off. I don't know if I'll ever wear the EDT again. I'm just being honest. I don't know, because this one is so good. A lot more boldness here. The cinnamon comes out, not as it doesn't come off, it comes off like a quality cinnamon. Yeah, then you get that pink pepper spice as well. Just beautifully blended. This is a great release for sure. I can't stress it enough. If you're into the Spice Bomb line, especially if you're a fan of that cinnamon style of a fragrance, check out this one. I really enjoy it. One of the top releases for sure of the year. On Wednesday, from the House of Viktor and Rolf, Spice Bomb EDP. Spice Bomb EDP, huge fan of this stuff. This stuff is awesome. All right, let's see. Up next on Thursday, to close out my work week, I was going into a long weekend, and I enjoy the note of iris so much. And there's a few brands who just do it right, and this is one of them. From the House of Narcisco Rodriguez, we have For Him Bleu Noir, the Parfum. Such a different take from the EDT and the EDP with that ambery vetiver that you have going on there with that musk. But the addition of the iris in here with that DNA is really well. Now recently, when I wore this on Thursday, I get a different, because I haven't worn it in a while, so I caught this citrusy, orangey like type of vibe in the opening that I didn't really get before when I wore it. It was just really straight out with the iris and a touch of earthiness. Very smooth style of a fragrance. But this past weekend, I could not help but notice, like, man, I'm picking up a little bit of citrus here. So I went and looked up the notes, and there was the note of citrus. I believe it was the orange there, not a tangerine or clementine. I think it was orange, but it was there. So that's what I'm saying. You know, you wear, I've said this before, you wear your fragrances, you get to know your fragrances, see what they do, especially after they have time to develop and macerate once some air gets into these bottles. But that's one thing that I noticed this past Thursday, and it made me love this stuff even more. I know this was again getting a little hard to get out there on discounter, so if you can grab it, if you're into the note of iris, but you want a different type of spin on it, a different feel, check this one out. This stuff is really good. From the House of Narcisco Rodriguez, from the Bleu Noir line, we have For Him Bleu Noir, the Parfum. Just butchered that whole name. Great stuff here, all right? On Friday, we wore 2 different fragrances, and up first on Friday, this is my fragrance of choice during the day from the House of Chanel. Haven't worn this in a while, but I was really good. Really happy to be reintroduced to this. From the House of Chanel, we have Allure on the EDT. So good, classic, fresh, clean, fruity, floral-y. Just a classic, man. This stuff is just a classic, man. It's a staple in men's, in my opinion, in men's perfumery, in the fragrance world, and it was really good to wear this. I had a lot of errands to run. I woke up very early. Me and my son went to the barbershop, left the barbershop, had to do a little bit of shopping because I had a wedding to go to that evening, all right? So this was my fragrance throughout the majority of the day until we got ready to transition into my fragrance for the wedding. But during the day on Friday, I'm gonna be wearing this a little bit more. You can wear this, you can do anything with this. You can wear it to the office, you can wear it out and about, you can wear it on the day, you can do whatever you want with this. And I'm glad that I was able to reignite my appreciation for this Allure on EDT. On Friday during the day, we had Chanel's Allure on EDT. Great stuff. All right. And then on Friday, I had a wedding to go to, man. Shout out to my guy PJ. He ended up getting married on Friday, man. Beautiful wedding. A lot of fun, a lot of love. Just a great time. Me and Mrs. Hicks stepped out and went to this wedding, and we had a good time. And this was my fragrance of choice from the house of Zaharoff. We were the Signature Rosé. Yes, sir. Signature Rosé. I mean, why not, man? For a wedding, what? Again, the best rose fragrance that I've ever smelled. The best, all right? Zaharoff did a fantastic job with this fragrance. You get this beautiful, like sweet and fresh rose. There's an incensey vibe in here. It gets a little dark as it starts to get to the mid and the dry down. There's just a beautiful presence, again, of the rose done in a way where the fellas, we can enjoy it without, it depends on how you're feeling about rose, about that, without that feminine discussion, I guess. I don't know if that's the word or the way to put that. I know a lot of guys don't like to take the chance on rose because of its feminine side to it, I guess. All right, but I'm not one of those guys. I enjoy nice floral, but they did a great job here. So I got a couple of compliments for sure. Mrs. Hicks heard one of the women at the wedding compliment me on this fragrance. She let me know that she heard her compliment me on the fragrance. I did have a gentleman approach me as well, asking me what I was wearing. So good night for Signature Rosé and great for a wedding on Friday from the houses on Friday night from the house of Zaharoff with the Signature Rosé. Huge fan of this stuff, man. This stuff is awesome. All right. On Saturday, my second son, we celebrated his birthday and had a birthday party and a get together with family and friends. So during the day, beautiful weather here in Jacksonville. The low was 57, the high was like 78, 79. Beautiful day all day long, breezy, just nice. And I said, you know what, let's try this one out because I want to see about these longevity conversations with this fragrance from the house of Mind Games. On Saturday during the day, we went with the Blockade. We went with Blockade. Got my first full wearing of this stuff, and I love it, man. Of course, Creative Vintage DNA here for sure, just to kind of simplify it here. But instead of that mango-y, bergamot-y, lemony opening, you get mango. That's what you get, a touch of mango here. And the mango is very, very present. It's predominant, and it does not leave, okay? But let's get straight to the performance. Since I got a full wearing of this, yes, I only got around that 4 to 5 hour mark, all right? Which I'm perfectly fine with. Some people gonna ask, is the price justified through to performance? So me, personally, I do not take in consideration price when it comes to performance. I take in consideration my experience with the fragrance. That's what I do. So whatever that price is set at, if my experience with that fragrance overrides the price on it, then I'm good to go. Now, full transparency, I was sent this from my friends over at So Avant-Garde, and you can also get this as well using DEDRICK 20% off. Information down below for So Avant-Garde. But $375 for the experience that I get. If I would have smelled this definitely would have been added to my list if I had not had the opportunity to receive this bottle from So Avant-Garde. So get your nose on it. Please don't buy it. Sample it, and then form your opinion from there. So there's a lot of hot conversations about the Mind Games line, and this is one of them that is on the main agenda. But for me, my experience with the fragrance mixed in with my love for the DNA already, I'm good to go. On Saturday during the day from the house of Mind Games. From the house of Mind Games, we went with the Blockade. Went with Blockade. Great bottle, great craftsmanship, great creativity, great job over there with Mind Games. And last but not least, on Saturday night, had a birthday get together to go to. So one of Mrs. Hicks's good friends had a birthday gathering. We went over, had a good time. So you know your boy had to get fly real quick and put on that splack. So my fragrance of choice for the birthday party was this one from the house of Paco Rabanne. We went to 1 Million Lucky. Of course, 1 Million Lucky. I sprayed this on. I was in in our bathroom, done spraying on my fragrance. That's the last thing that I do. And all I heard Mrs. Hicks say was, I heard that, all right, as I was walking out of the bathroom, because this stuff just fills the room. The honey, the plum, the hazelnut. This stuff is sexy. It is great. It has a fun feel to it and a sexiness to it as well. So this is my fragrance of choice on Saturday night from the House of Paco Rabanne. We went 1 million lucky. My favorite 1 million for sure. Get your hands on this fast, man, because again, I'm hearing that it is a discontinued. All right, so Smell Good family, that's my weekly rotation of the week. Instead of 7, we had 9 fragrances. It's a rarity that we have more than 7, but that's exactly how it went down for you boy this week. So of course, as always, y'all put y'all fragrance rotations down below in the description. I would love, in the comments, I would love to see what you guys wore. Let's have some conversations. Let's chop it up. Drop your entire weekly rotation in the comments for your boy. All right, so as always, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. 9,000 subscribers. Wow. Giveaway is now live. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, I appreciate the love, and y'all know what it is, baby. Splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you put out into this world, yes, what you put out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. I'm a firm believer in it, and it's been scientifically proven, okay? All right, until next time, y'all be cool. That probably was the corniest ever. Yeah, it was. I'm just going to turn the video off.